This video is about acid, bases and salt, chapter 2. If you find this video informative and useful, kindly like and subscribe my channel. So, what is an acid? An acid is a substance when dissolved in water produce H plus ions. So when you dissolve hydrochloric acid in water, that it dissociates. Dissociates meaning it splits into H plus and Cl minus ions. Next property, acids are sour in taste. That is, it changes blue litmus paper to red in color and the pH is less than 7. So it reacts with base to produce salt and water. So these are the general properties of acid, and the definition for acid is this one, an acid from here to here. So types of acid. What are the types of acid? You find organic acid and inorganic acid. Organic acids are found naturally in plants and animals. In day-to-day life, we come across this. So in fruits, in lemons, you find citric acid. Vinegar, you find acetic. That is, vinegar is nothing but acetic acid. And lactic acid, in curd, you find lactic acid. And in tamarind, you find tartaric acid. So similarly, in apple, you find malic acid. So many acids are present in foodstuffs. Next is inorganic acid. These are also known as mineral acid. These are derived from minerals and they are very strong acid. It has to be handled very carefully, and even if when a drop falls on the skin, it causes blister and severe burns. So example is sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid and nitric acid. Next, when you say an acid is strong acid or a weak acid. Strong acids say nothing but when an acid completely ionize in water to produce high concentration of H plus ions, then you call it as strong acid. Like all mineral acids, especially hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid and nitric acid, they are strong acids. They ionize to give H plus ions. Whereas weak acid, they partially ionize. So here they are completely ionized and here they are partially ionized. So here the number of H plus ions will be less compared to strong acids. So acetic acid, carbonic acid, citric acid, these acids you call them as weak acids. Next is the chemical properties of acid. Acid plus metal gives you salt and hydrogen gas. So what happens when a metal reacts with an acid? A salt is produced. For example, zinc reacts with sulfuric acid to give zinc sulfate plus hydrogen. So this is a reaction shown here. So you are taking a test tube. In this you are adding zinc granules and sulfuric acid is being added here, and a delivery tube is set up and it is taken in a soap solution and it is immersed in that, and the bubbles, due to the reaction, hydrogen gas is evolved here in the test tube, and this gas passes through the delivery tube and bubbles out. When it bubbles out, if you bring a burning candle near that, it gives a pop sound, indication that it is hydrogen. Only for hydrogen that pop sound is heard. So it is a testing for hydrogen. So sometimes this may be asked for application question. Next one is metal with metal carbonates. How do acids react with metal carbonates? So sodium carbonate is here. Sodium carbonates react with hydrochloric acid to give sodium chloride, water and carbonates. So first we have to understand that when acids react with carbonates, always it gives out carbon dioxide. Carbonates and bicarbonates or hydrogen carbonates, that is as evolution of carbon dioxide will be given out with water. So here sodium carbonate reacts with hydrochloric acid to give NaCl, water and carbon dioxide. Similarly with bicarbonates or hydrogen carbonates. So sodium bicarbonate reacts with hydrochloric acid to give NaCl, water and carbon dioxide. Now this carbon dioxide, if you bubble it with lime water, like finally a continuously bubbling, it gives a precipitate, calcium carbonate, and water is given out. Then the next reaction is neutralization reaction or acid-base reaction. When acid reacts with a base, this reaction, it gives you salt and water. This reaction you called as neutralization reaction. So what is neutralization reaction? A reaction in which an acid reacts with a base to give salt and water is known as neutralization reaction. Sodium hydroxide reacts with hydrochloric acid to give sodium chloride plus water. The sodium part combines with the chloride part and finally salt is formed. And this OH and H, they combine to form water. Then next one is with metallic oxides. What happens when acid reacts with metallic oxide? If you are taking copper oxide, and when it reacts with hydrochloric acid, it gives you copper chloride and water. that is copper oxide. It is black in color, so it is taken here and you're adding hydrochloric acid to it. So later what happened, this reacts, you form copper chloride. This chloride part combines with the copper part to form copper chloride, and water is given out. Totally this black color totally will change to blue green in color. The solution will change to blue green in color. So this is nothing but because of copper chloride.